7 Habits of Highly Effective Teens, the miniature edition. In the 7 Habits of Highly Effective Teens, Sean Covey did for teens what his famous dad did for adults. This miniature edition provides you with the essence of Sean's wisdom, all in his highly entertaining style. Get in the habit. They make you or break you. Welcome. My name is Sean and I wrote this book. I don't know how you got it. Maybe your mum gave it to you to shape you up. Or maybe you bought it with your own money because the title caught your eye. Regardless of how it landed in your hands, I'm really glad it did. Now, you just need to read it. If you promise to read this book, I promise to make it an adventure. In fact, to make it fun. I've stuffed it full of cartoons, clever ideas, great quotes, and incredible stories about teens. This book is based on another book that my dad, Stephen R. Covey, wrote several years ago, entitled The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. Surprisingly, that book became one of the all-time best-selling books. He owes a lot of credit for its success to me and my brothers and sisters. However, you see, we were his guinea pigs. He tried out all of his psycho experiments on us, and that's why my brothers and sisters have major emotional problems. Just kidding, siblings. Luckily, I escaped uninjured. So why did I write this book? I wrote it because life for teens is no longer a playground. If I've done my job right, this book can help you navigate through it. Unlike my dad's book, which was written for older people and can really get boring at times. This book was written especially for teens and is always interesting. I suspect that some of the struggles that teens have shared with me are also familiar to you. How can I feel good about myself when I don't match up? Everywhere I look, I am reminded that someone else is smarter, or prettier, or more popular. I can't help but think, if I only had her hair, her clothes, her personality, her boyfriend, then I'd be happy. I feel as if my life is out of control. My family is a disaster. If I could only get my parents off my back, I might be able to live my life. It seems that they are constantly nagging me and I can't ever seem to satisfy them. I'm not doing too well in school right now. If I don't get my grades up, I'll never get into college. The problems are real, and you can't turn off real life. Instead, I will give you a set of tools to help you deal with real life. There are 7 habits that happy and successful teens have in common. Habit 1. Be proactive. Take responsibility for your life. Habit 2. Begin with the end in mind. Define your mission and goals in life. Habit 3. Put first things first. Prioritize and do the most important things first. Habit 4. Think win-win. Have an everyone can win attitude. Habit 5. Seek first to understand, then to be understood. Listen to people sincerely. Habit 6. Synergize. Work together to achieve more. Habit 7. Sharpen the saw. Renew yourself regularly. That's all I'm going to read out of this book for now. I hope you enjoyed the little book of the 7 Habits of Highly Effective Teens, the miniature edition. For our second book, we have Conspiracy Theories. Let's have a look at the conspiracy theories. Elvis Presley. If Elvis Presley was an agent for the CIA, then most people are unaware of this fact and are blind to the implications. As certain theorists explain, Elvis's rise in popularity would have provided the perfect cover for a top-secret military installation in the heart of Memphis, Tennessee. The fact that the site was so high profile would have meant that CIA officials could be as open as they wanted, for surely no one, internal or foreign, would ever suspect an international celebrity's home as a headquarters for an international spy network. Obviously, some precautions would have been necessary. Theorists maintain that in order to prevent a suspicious number of government vehicles congregating in Elvis's driveway, an extensive system of tunnels was created, some extending for several hundred meters. At Agent Presley's death, the government took precautionary measures to ensure that the mansion remained within the Presley family. Rumour has it that despite the constant waves of tourists to Graceland, the tunnel network is in continuous use. Quite apart from his alleged underhand dealings with the CIA, there seems to be another side to Elvis that is little known. The suggestion that Elvis may have killed charismatic President John F. Kennedy for having hugged the media coverage is not to be missed. If Elvis did indeed kill Kennedy, the question remains as to who killed Elvis, and if jealousy over media coverage was one reason for Kennedy's assassination. It would make sense that John Lennon was overcome by a similar peak of jealousy and killed Elvis to make way for his own publicity. And the conspiracy doesn't end there. It would appear that Lennon didn't consider Elvis's influence. The theory alleges that the tragic assassination of the former Beatle in 1980 might have been carried out by Elvis supporter Michael Jackson, who in turn closed the circle of conspiracy and gave the whole thing away by marrying Elvis's daughter Lisa Marie Presley. Jackson's own fate, it would seem, could have been meted out by one of Lennon's fans, or perhaps even a member of the Beatles. The celebrity world is nothing if not insatious. But probably the best known conspiracy theory surrounding Elvis has it that he didn't die on the 16th of August 1977, but is actually still alive. There is a huge number of reasons given for suspecting that Elvis faked his own death, some more convincing than others. Several funeral guests reported that there were discrepancies between the body in the coffin and Elvis's appearance in life, including a differently shaped nose and eyebrows, and soft hands rather than the calloused hands caused by his martial arts practice. Some say that the body was not Elvis, but a wax replica designed to pull the wool over the eyes of funeral goers. On top of that, a former lover received a rose the day after his death with a card signed L. Lancelot, her pet name for Elvis, which she claimed that no one else knew. Motives for his faked death are also surprisingly easy to find. Just before his death, Elvis lost around $10 million in a property deal connected to the mafia, and there's speculation that the government offered him a new identity and safe relocation in return for testifying against the organised crime ring. He was also reported to have been extremely conscious of his burgeoning weight and increasingly poor performances, so dying may have seemed the easiest way out of a faltering show business career. Elvis had already faked his death once before, when he arranged for someone to shoot him. The gun contained blanks and he had a mechanism for releasing fake blood, so he knew how to do it. Sightings of Elvis continue to be reported around the world, including a mysterious masked singer who appears under the name of Orion and who looks and sounds like Elvis, as well as the ubiquitous claims that he is working in a burger bar. The truth is that if Elvis really did fake his own death, we're very unlikely to find out. I hope you enjoyed that little conspiracy theory story. Maybe next time we can read a different story. So we have lots and lots to get through. Let me know in the comments if you liked that, and I will make some more. For our third and final book, we have this children's book called Nighty Night. This is one of my favourites, which I used to read to my kids when they were little, but now they're all grown up. This is called Nighty Night. No, 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 said Little Saurus. Yes, said Daddy Saurus. It's time for bed. I want a story, said Little Saurus, and he put his pyjamas on. So Daddy Saurus told him a funny story. Ha 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 ha, laughed Little Saurus, and he jumped up and down on the bed. Daddy Saurus, said Mommy Saurus, you're supposed to be calming him down. Nighty night, Little Saurus, said Daddy Saurus. I'm not tired, said Little Saurus. What if I sing you a lullaby? Said Mommy Saurus. Said Little Saurus, that might work. But it didn't. I've got tummy ache, said Little Saurus. So Mommy Saurus rubbed it better and said, now, try go to sleep. But my bed's all itchy, said Little Saurus. Go to sleep, said Daddy Saurus. But said Little Saurus. Sleep, said Mommy and Daddy Saurus. But I can't help it if I'm not tired, and I don't want to go to sleep because it's not dark outside, and anyway, I want a glass of milk and there's a shadow on the wall, and I want another story and I've got an itch, and anyway, my friend Whippersnappersaurus says he can stay up all night long if he wants to, and anyway, but why can't I stay up as long as my big sistersaurus, and I'm too hot and my tummy hurts again, and nobody loves me and I hate school, and anyway, when Nanosaurus babysits me, she reads me hundreds and millions of books and tells me funny stories and tickles me, and I love her, and I'm hungry and I think there's something under the bed and I've got a wobbly tooth, and can I get up? No, said Mummy and Daddy Saurus. Not fair, said Little Saurus. Oops, said Little Saurus. I think I'll go to sleep now. But that's not the end of it, because Little Saurus waited until Mummy and Daddy Saurus were snoring, and he snuggled in between them, and guess what? He went straight to sleep. Nighty night. I used to love that book. Well, I still love that book. Let me know which books you like reading, and I will read some more. And don't ask me why. I tend to put on a kind of posh, almost southern English accent when I'm reading this book, but I don't know, I think we all just end up putting on little accents when we read stories. But yeah, I am from Yorkshire, and normally I just talk like this. Good old Yorkshire accent. Hope you enjoy.